I knew that you were going to do that to me. We let him because we had three different pronunciations.
Bill Girrier.
You're playing the Canadian thing, so why don't we let him do it himself?
All
right.
It's Bill Girrier. Can you say the name of the company?
I can handle that one.
Okay, go for it.
Well, let me. I'm going to phonetically do it here. Waypoint Partners.
Yeah.
Waypoints Partners with an S.
Oh. He's pathetic, isn't he?
No, you good guys.
I said partners.
Okay. So, Bill, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
This show is all about entrepreneurship and sharing the success of entrepreneurship. So why don't you tell us about Waypoints Partners?
Sure. We're a management consulting firm. We deal with small to medium-sized companies where the owner of that company comes to me and says, Bill, I've taken this business as far as I can by myself. Or they're past that hurdle and they're saying, gee whiz, I grew my organization, but we're not getting where I hope to get. So that's where I come in. I come in as a consultant, a coach, a confidant, and I'm there for them along the way, all the way.
So you're dealing with businesses that have a certain degree of complexity and change going on where the owner needs help to deal with both those things.
Exactly. They usually need to leverage some sort of systems to get their people and their systems.
So you basically got to get them to focus, and get going on the right path.
Yes, many times they've gone through the process of developing a business plan, and they've had some supervisors or some managers that they've been developing along the way, but they don't have alignment on that, and they're frustrated with the fact that it's not coming together the way they had visualized it because they really haven't adequately articulated that, and the team that they're relying on to execute just really isn't on the same page, maybe because they haven't been invited to the table as part of that process of planning.
I have two questions. Monty. First of all, what's your background?
Well, I'm a former naval officer, Naval Academy graduate, and I was a senior executive with a local manufacturer here in Fall River making textile fibers. It was a global company. After that, I did some consulting briefly, and then I was taken on as a CEO for a turnaround of a life care not-for-profit organization in the area.
Interesting. And do you have an orientation for how you like to approach your consulting? A way that you like to do these things?
Well, actually, yeah, it's a consultative approach, and it's a process I like to bring them through, a process of visualizing and kind of stating the future reality that they plan to be, and then back up from there. I have a philosophy that kind of boils down to these things I call the 5 groups of 3, and they are that an organization is built on its people, its processes, and its resources and its systems. But I think it's key that the whole management team is aligned so that they're visualizing and they're anticipating and communicating as one. And there's too many organizations where the only person doing that is the leader. Likewise, everybody in the organization, down to the person who's sweeping up the shop after the day's work, needs to know what's expected of them, how it's expected to be done, and when it's expected to be done. And again, I see so many disconnects on that. And that sounds fairly simple, but it requires a discipline in some respects. And I'm not saying a regimented discipline, but just an understanding by the leadership that they have to have the answers to those questions constantly, continually communicated and over-communicated to their people. And at the same time, every leader of a business has issues, problems, and opportunities that keep them awake at night, and they often don't deal with them.